Hey, it's me. Here I am. It's me, Veronica Drake. How is everybody? I'll just give you all a few minutes to jump on, get on board here, and I'll get my lighting right. If it kills me, I'll get my lighting right. Let's see. Can everybody see me okay? How's the lighting? I'll just hang out here a few minutes. Once you come in, let me know you're here. Send me a message, say hi in the chat room. I'll just sit here and hang out and drink my water. I've got some sinus stuff going on here. I'm working to, hi Jax. I'm working on pressure points and alleviating it. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see. Hi Dana. Hey, little bitty witch, how are you? I love that. How's everybody today? We got everybody flowing in. I'll just give you guys a few minutes to pop in here. Do we have any budding or aspiring psychic mediums in the group? Is there anybody that wants to do this work or perhaps does already do this work? Anybody do this work professionally? Hi, Shay. How are you? If you're doing this work professionally, let me know. Hi, Sharon. How are you? It's Sharon the Quilter. Yes, I remember you. I would love to, but I'm clueless. Jax, I dabble. Okay, good. So when I started doing this work, I didn't even know that I could do this work. It just kind of fell upon me. And what I mean by that is I've always known things. I recently had my human design chart done, and now I know why I've always known things. It's in my natural makeup. It's how I'm wired to know things. Human design, I have a wonderful friend who does them, and she's so thorough. She's not doing them publicly yet, but when she does, I'll be sure to promote her. So I just kind of fell into this. I was tired of the rat race. I was tired of life not fitting into my need for freedom. I was tired of marching to everybody else's drum. And so I just said, you know what? I'm going to just take a chance. And in 2009, I quit my job. And everything lined up. Here's why I say that, because I'm sorry, I look like a little bit of a hag today. I was granted unemployment. Circumstances were such that I was in a situation that I was able to get unemployment. And it was in the Barack years when I got unemployment for, I believe, 2.5 years, I think it was. I kept filing extensions, and that gave me the support that I needed financially to get on my feet. I knew that I had a goal. Here, I'll show you. I knew that I had a goal to do this work professionally. And I knew that I needed some, financial help, and I knew that I couldn't do it all without the financial help. And so I took a chance. So that was 2009. So fast forward, overnight success only took, 12 years. So it depends on how you define success, of course. But I am very happy and very comfortable saying that I do this for a living. And what I now know about me after listening to Spirit, I'm a healer. I used to get freaked out by that word, healer, right? Like, what does that even mean? I'm not going to stand here and tell you, I'm going to heal you like, oh, the blind man can see and the paraplegic can walk. I'm not that kind of healer. But what I am is the healer that takes you deep within and gives you the tools, gives you the responsibility of looking within and healing yourself. So here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to teach you how to be calm. Now, calm is my signature program that Spirit downloaded to me one day, drinking my coffee, and I'm off and running with my comments. And I birthed this program. That's all I can say. Calm, C-A-L-M. And calm is the number one thing you must be if you're going to get any kind of spiritual messages. Here we are. We live in 2023. Everything is busy. Our heads are going. There's addiction, whether it's to stuff or to people or to circumstances or to our conditioning. Whatever we're addicted to creates this spinning in our head. And we cannot figure out how to get calm, how to release the constant movement. And the constant movement and the addiction are, ironically, a way that most people deal with life, right? In my 20s, I was addicted to Xanax because in my family, you take your nerve pill. Now, nerve pills were Xanax. And in the 80s, boy, it's like they threw them out like M&Ms, right? So every time you turned around, I was taking a nerve pill. It wasn't until, I will say, the early to mid 90s that the hammer went down and it was like, oh my God, I'm addicted to Xanax, right? I mean, I might have realized it before then, but they started to get a little tighter with it. And in 1996, I went to take my life and I had an angelic intervention and I was saved. And that's when my journey began to really explore spiritually. So I digress. Calm. It's a situation where I take you inside your body and we clear your chakras. We acknowledge what your body's saying to you and where it's located. We label the feeling and the emotion with spirit's guidance, and then we listen for the messages from spirit. This program has been incredibly successful. I did a soft launch. I used my membership as my guinea pigs. They get first dibs on everything I do. And so with that, there was incredible success in that group. So what does the process look like? If you're somebody who struggles with anxiety, if you can't shut your mind down, if you feel stuck, if you feel like everything is repetitive and over and over. Now, I'm not talking clinical depression. Okay, because there's a fine line there. We have to be very mindful. Now, it can help if you have clinical depression, but I'm not here saying I'm going to cure your clinical depression. That's not for anyone to cure. But the calm process looks like this. I walk you through a meditation. We enter the crown chakra and the light fills you up. And it comes in and it hits every chakra all the way down. And every chakra is filled with energy that has messages for you. At the end of the process, you are receiving messages to what is most pressing to you. If you came into the calm session with something weighing on your mind, whether you admit it or not, you are going to get resolve from the messages that come from your body. I'm confident of this because I've experienced it a million times over, and the feedback from the audiences have been incredible. So if you suffer with anxiety, you need to get calm. Now, I'm going to put the link in here and I'm going to take some questions in a few minutes. So let me do this. Where did you all go? Here you are. I'm going to post the link if I can. And let's see, there we go. Now, so let me catch up. Sharon, maybe you need a calm session. Daniel, I'm medium worm. I have been a year. I worry about my financials to guide. I feel my guides tell me to worry too much, but trust them. Hope I'm hearing them correctly. Trust. Actually, when you have a calm session, you begin to learn how to trust, not just the spirit world, but the world in general. We're so busy running around, kind of hiding ourselves, right? It's like, don't let anybody see me. Don't let them see me, put your best face on, that kind of thing. It isn't until you hit a wall where the shit hits the fan, you lose everything, and You just have nowhere else to go. Literally, when they say you have nowhere else to go but up, I was in that space. Sure. Haran, is that how I say your name? Can I ask a theoretical question in relation to spirituality? I love that. Ask away, baby. Ask away. Hi, MH. How are you? Let's see. COVID did a job on me, anxious fear. Oh, you know what? Let's just move that out of the way. Listen, my whole thing on COVID is this. Yes, it was a thing. Yes, it was a pandemic. Yes, I get all of that. But the fear surrounding COVID and the fear, the residual fear, is worse than COVID itself for most of us. Let me just say that. Okay. I've lost some weight. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Yes, I have lost almost 50 pounds. Thank you. What do you think might be the spiritual cause of diarrhea? I just healed from it today. I suffered from it for 2 days. You know, the diarrhea, or if we're purging out of our mouth, it's cleansing. It's the toxins that are coming out. Now, that is to say, if you haven't eaten anything or you don't have any bacteria in your body, we all need to combine the physiological, the physical components to the spiritual components. I believe there is a spiritual connection to everything, just like I believe there's a spiritual answer to everything. Whatever you're suffering with has a spiritual answer and a psychological answer, metaphysical and psychological. So metaphysics is the study of being, why we're here. That's the spiritual, right? And then psychology is the study of thought. So if you put, I'm sorry, let me stop. Ontology. Ontology is the study of being, which is under the metaphysical umbrella. Psychology is the study of thought, and that is under the psychological, the clinical umbrella. So when you look at the two of them together, you begin to understand the whole human being. So I hope that's helpful. Is addiction a past life thing? It absolutely can be. It absolutely can be. But here's what I caution you on. I don't want anybody to get caught up thinking, oh, it's past life stuff, and you're just going to accept it for being there and for what it is, because that never should be the case. If something is uncomfortable, if something is hindering you, if something is keeping you stuck, I don't care where it comes from, it needs to be addressed, it needs to be looked at. So yes. Hi, Monica, working on PTSD from childhood. Calm releases is to bring internal peace. Oh, yay, I'm so happy. And I am going to have a group class on this in March. Your description of their physical state and world overview indicates the depth of their evolution. So I don't know why reptilians are seen as bad when galactics are loving beings. Well, here's my take on it in this moment, what I just heard. There is good and there is bad in everything. And so with that said, I'm not the expert on reptilians. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I know there's some saying like the royal family or, you know, people in Hollywood or, you know, that kind of thing, or government, you know, I don't know about that stuff, but I would have to believe that there are good and there are bad. Now, depending on who I'm channeling and what's coming through, that would state, are they good or are they bad? Let's clarify that more if we need to. Hi, Athena. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, V. Any guidance about tapping into my own intuition? Suzanne, hey. Calm, I just talked, I don't know if you were on the call, but my Calm program, my signature program where I'm focusing teaching, really takes you on a deep dive inside of yourself, and it walks you through your chakras, clears them, you acknowledge what's going on in your body, you release all of the stuff holding you back, and with me on the session, you receive your messages. So I would suggest to start with a Calm session. Now, be very clear about this. Calm is not a reading per se. I'm going to teach you how to read. I'm going to teach you how to fish. I'm going to teach you how to get your own messages, but I'm not necessarily going to say, okay, what do you want to talk about today? Like I do in a reading. Now, I have to tell you, if you want that, I have 20% off right now until the end of February on a traditional reading. I'm always trying to be thoughtful and mindful of how I can make it affordable. My group that's coming up in March 2nd, I'm going to be teaching calm. So I hope that's how. Oh, yay, Suzanne, yay. Okay, so let's see, Jax. I've had a couple of devastating, tragic losses, one which was a national case. Just curious if you happen to pick up on any messages. Oh, gosh, no, but that's fascinating to me. All I can hear is tragic and quick. I see, so duality exists everywhere, true, but in the 5D and above world, there's only love and consciousness. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's why when a soul, Manson, whom I channeled, when Manson crossed over, Charles Manson, he went to the light, and going to the light means everything pure, everything loving, right? But understand this, when they appear to me, there's still the human component of that personality so that I can validate. I hope that makes sense. Well, duality does exist in human form only because we need to know right from wrong, light from dark. And then once we cross over, I don't know about the 5Ds. I don't use any of that language. But once we cross over and we go into going home, so to speak, with the creator, there is no more duality. It's 2 a.m. here in the Philippines, but I won't sleep yet. I got excited with this live. Oh, thank you. Hey, Nancy. I have been awake for 5 years, but getting back into it. I'm taking mediumship classes, but going slow. I try and do some cards on my Facebook, but only a couple people reply. Nancy, the couple of people that need to reply are applying. Take your time, pace yourself. Nancy, book a calm session. Let's walk through your stuff. Let me teach you a little bit deeper one-on-one how to do that. Elise, I was thinking of doing a reading with you again, but wondering if I could come with a list of questions in a lightning round. Oh, that's my favorite kind of reading. Are you kidding me? Spirit works so quick for me. I'm just boom, boom, boom. Absolutely. And I have 20% off right now. So go book it. And I think you book now, and I think I have openings in early March, I believe. So there's not that long a wait. So yay, I love it. Fast, fast, fast. How do I book calm? You use this link right here, my dear. And listen, once you book a calm session, you can have the recording to it. You're always going to have me guiding you through the process. So your job then is to learn the process, practice the process, and continue to get the messages. But I will tell you, it works. Monica, you're on here from Going Within. Monica says, V is outstanding in what she does. Highly recommend her talents. I am one of her monthly students. Please do yourself healing care and book with her. Oh, Monica, thank you. Another question. Do intrusive thoughts exist in heaven? What if I accidentally a vomiting frog or telepathically say something inappropriate? Listen, this to me, who says fuck, I don't know. Am I going to go to heaven and say fuck? Do intrusive thoughts. Well, let's talk about intrusive thoughts for a minute. I look at intrusive thoughts as conditioning. So I'm not sure how to clarify intrusive thoughts, but any thought that isn't benevolent and isn't loving, I would imagine isn't part of the heavenly journey. Now, it gets a little dicey because when I tap into Grandpa Joe, who was a gangster in 1920 and bootlegged and did all this, that, and the other thing, and he's showing me his gun and, and all of this, and I'm giving it as validation. That's an aspect of him. We are simultaneously living every single existence we've ever lived. Just take a minute and breathe that in. If that doesn't make you need a calm session, I don't know what will. Hey, Cheryl, I'm in V's monthly class. My personal growth has been remarkable. You have to do the work, but V's beautifully guided me. Cheryl, I am so fucking proud of you. You have worked incredibly hard. You have done some amazing things, and I'm just in awe. I have goosebumps right now. I'm in awe of you. So, yeah. Anyway, what I really love doing, I'm a really deep thinker. Like I love getting really deep with readings. I love pulling the thread, so to speak, on a sweater so that it unravels and we get to the core and the crux of what's going on. I'm more, I'm less alien, and I'm less 5D. I don't get involved with all of that. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Am I saying your name right? Harun Razak? Do I say it right? Where are you from, honey? I called you honey. Okay, so I talked about Calm, which is my program that I'm really proud of. And I talked about my 20% special off of my readings. And now what am I doing? So I'm on vacation this week, and that means I'm working with, United Kingdom. I'm working with my coach, and I want to tell you something. This is one of my pet peeves. It really bothers me when people say, why do you charge? Well, listen to me. First of all, I'm going to go into and say, do you get your groceries for free? Do you get your gas for free? Everybody pays, right? Haroon, gotcha. Haroon. Just so you know, yes, I'm a businesswoman. Yes, I invest in myself. Right now, I currently have a VA, a virtual assistant that works on my team. I hired a bookkeeper. I hired a marketing team. I hired a business coach that I work with one-on-one and in group sessions. I have, what else do I pay? I have a whole line of expenses, educational and otherwise, that go with running my business. I take it very seriously what I do. And I give top quality guidance and information because I pride myself on my self-development and my self-care. Now, a lot of you have written in and said to me, you've been taken, you've been bamboozled. How do you know? Let me tell you how you avoid that, okay? Do your homework. Do your homework. Don't go looking for a medium or a psychic. By the way, they're two different things. Don't go looking for one of them and bargain shop. Now, I'm not saying you got to go spend $800 an hour, but if you're going to go out and you're going to bargain shop, or I'm going to tell you this firsthand, I worked in the early days on a psychic hotline. I'm not going to name the one, but I worked on one out on the West Coast, and it was not for me. I felt skeevy. I felt icky. Our job to make money, because let me tell you something, they're hungry on there. You're hungry. You're starting out. You're hungry on there. And it's enticing when you watch that clock tick and then you keep talking and you put the hook out there and they put their credit card in, and it's more and it's more and it's more. Now, I'm not trying to take a living away from anybody, believe me, but be careful. The other thing is, make sure if you're going to get a reading with somebody, if you can get a referral or you know somebody that had a reading, or if you can't do that, make sure there is a shit ton of references or testimonials or client love, whatever people are calling it. And also understand this, at best, I don't care if you're on TV 24/7 as a psychic medium, at best, we can be 75 to 80% right. Nobody is 100% right. Nobody. I always tell people who get readings with me, take responsibility. Just because I'm giving you guidance and I'm saying this is spirit saying it, you need to engage your free will. You need to engage. And this is how I work with my clients during my reading. I get them involved in the process. Are you feeling it? Do you feel this? Let's course correct if this isn't what you're feeling. Let me go back to spirit for you. Just be careful. You work hard for your money. Be careful. Due diligence. Understand where you're putting your money. So All right. Um, okay. So I want to tell you something. I love this. I love coming on here and I love talking and I love it. Now, I talked about my 20% off for my readings. I talked about my Calm program. The link is right here. And also go to my website and take my free assessment. Go on there and see what your strongest clair is. I love it too. Not very often this happens. Oh, Haroon, I love it. Thank you for educating me on your name, doll baby. All right. I love you all and thank you. Thank you. Thank you.